grace, but the condition, to the degree to which your life is found in the will of God, that is the degree to which the glory of God is revealed. You have to understand this. Now it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. The word there means accurately, not as fools but as wise. What is the wisdom? Next verse, we're reading to 17. Redeeming the time. Do you know what this means? That means anything you can do to redeem time, the Bible calls it wisdom. So if you waste time and time keeps going and you cannot justify the passage of time with purpose, the Bible calls you a fool. Are we together now? Please keep it there. It says to redeem the time, and one of the greatest ways to redeem the time is given to us in verse 17. Verse 17 says, wherefore do not be unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. That means you can spend 10 years of your life doing everything you want to do, and then God comes to mark the script, and you will find out that in God's mind you are still 10 years from the last execution of his will you did. That's where your rating stopped. That even though there have been many activities, including ministerial activities, as far as heaven is concerned, you stopped moving 5 years ago. And yet you are building houses and traveling, relocating and coming back. And God is saying, we only mark what is with respect to the King's will. That means any activity you ever find yourself doing on earth, if it is not consistent with the will of God, the Bible calls it the activity of a fool, that you are just wasting time. So when our works are tried by fire, it is tried with respect to the will of God. That means if God designs that at age 30 you should be a mighty man of God changing the globe, and at age 30, even though you are a sincere believer but you are still in the church arguing about the principles of God, the Bible says that something according to the will of the Father, your life is in consistent violation to the will and the expectation of the Father. And listen to me, Satan, the allowance of Satan's dominion in our lives is to the degree to which we do not align to the will of God.